Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be picking up a very special delivery. We're going to be taking our car out for the first time of all of winter since we've been here. And by car, I mean our dinghy. Although it's really nice to have that mailing address, it's not as easy as just having packages show up at our doorstep or our dock. There still is a little bit of legwork involved, and we're going to take you guys with us. Welcome to Sailing Jibsea. 2 years ago, we knew nothing about sailing, but took off from Canada with an urge for adventure. I'm Steph. This is Travis, and this is our home, Jibsea. We moved quickly, and in a short time have made it down south and even crossed an ocean. But we still have a whole lot more of the world to see. Subscribe and join our life on the water. We're going to drop the dinghy to head over across the harbor here to pick up something that we're very, very excited about. Travis has put some air in the tubes and he's lowering the dinghy. Our davit system is the Weaver snap davit system you more commonly see on powerboats. We had a custom arm made to connect onto the bow of our dinghy so she flips up and lowers down with pulling of the painter. Very still water here in the basin, making it easy for Travis to lower the motor into the car. It's on the dock, and we're super excited to open this package and show you guys what we got. This is actually, okay, it's one of two, but this one we're a little bit more excited about, and you'll see why. What? Open it up, open it up. Okay, open it, open it.
Oh,
I want to see our
look at this. I had a peek.
I'm really excited.
Look at that.
I know. Oh, yes, it's gonna match.
The marine blue or navy blue just didn't match. Now, like, oh. And
Okay, let's go, let's go.
I know.
Chit chat later, please just open
there's
it.
something else in here that's going to be super cool to see.
Yeah.
Reefing marks. That's cool. Triple stitched.
So we're super excited to be getting brand new crisp sails, and we're really happy that the UV cover matches our boat now because all of our canvas is gray. Now when you look at the boat, it just looks more unison. We were excited to see when we hoisted it what we were saying before. We wanted our big J anchor on our headsail. As you can see, it's blank, so I guess it was missed.
It's a bummer, but all in all, the sail looks very pretty. Looks very well put together too. It's got reefing point, triple stitched, UV thread. It just looks good. Looks sexy.
Our old headsail was a big 140 where it often felt overpowering. It also sat pretty low to where we'd have to skirt the sail and had applied some anti-chafe to our lifelines. Our new headsail is a 130 and cut much higher, so we think we'll gain a bit more visibility, as since you can see, we no longer have the window in the sail. That gave us the visibility that the lower and larger Genoa had taken away. We had a fun and exciting experience selecting our new sails from Precision Sails. Love that they're Canadian as well. Choosing new sails can seem overwhelming, but it was nice to rest assured that no matter the type of sail or level of background knowledge, they've got plenty of educational resources on their website to help with selecting the best design and cloth for our boat and usage. The type of sails and sailcloth for each boat can vary, depending on your boat, the type of sailing you want to do, and the area that you're going to be sailing in. And their team is ready to assist in all of that. There's a customer portal where we could find detailed information on how to properly measure for our new sails and to make sure we were giving them all of the right information so that they fit perfectly. And if we needed any help with that, they've got tutorials online and their team is always willing to help to make the process as easy and seamless as possible. Several episodes back, we took you guys along while we measured our sails using the forms and instructions that Precision provided us with, and we're happy to report they fit perfectly. The portal also allowed us to upload documents, stay in the loop with the progress of our sails, and track when they were on their way to us. Now let's raise our new mainsail.
We maximized this sail. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 full-size battens. Yeah, she looks beefy. We made it about 4 inches bigger. It's a lot when you think about 4 inches up the whole thing. Back in St. Martin, we added the third reef. I removed our outhaul. I like the security of a bolt rope. It just, accidental jibe, your whole boom's getting the load, not just the clew or the tack is taking the loads. So, and it's worked for us just fine, sailing with without the adjustability in the belly. We just get that with the vang and the main sheet. Doesn't help we have wind behind the boat today because it's kind of filling the sail and making it a little difficult for me to get this all lined up perfectly, but I think I was able to get. It's hard because the track has a big split in the middle, so it's hard to drill it first of all, and then it's hard to tap it until I get to the solid metal about an inch past that. But I think I got it all lined up properly, so. Well, now I'm just lost here. Where is it? Struggling. We don't like to struggle. You don't have to watch this. It's in. This sail is not crazy tight on the bottom. It still has a little bit of play, so that helps with, you know, off the wind and on the wind a little bit. So if it's crazy tight, then that's better for on the wind. If it's loose, it's better for off the wind. So just tried to find a happy medium. So what I'm really excited about right now is because we're putting up our new sails, that means we're leaving soon. And I am super excited. What I'm also excited about, because we've made this sail 4 inches longer, where these lazy jack, the back of the batten would catch. So I'm hoping it's in a different spot this time with the batten ends. Hard to explain, but we will find out. Not really that happy. Safe to say, I screwed up a little bit. And I'm a man to admit it. I should have waited on where I was going to cut our sail bag before I cut it. I'm going to struggle to put that sail in there every time, at least for a little while the sail is really new, because I fought to get it into that bag. But based off of what we had, the old sail, it should soften up enough where it will fit into that bag nicely. I'll wave to the camera staff. And see the sail, it's like sticking out of the bag. That's as tight as I can get it. If it really bothers me, then we're probably just gonna have to find some more fabric that matches this fabric, and I'll have to make another bag. Oh.
I like it. It's reduced by 1.2 inches, so significant. Your eyes before would draw up, especially with the center cockpit, but now it kind of just makes your eyes draw to the end with that tapering. I don't know, I like it. I just hope you don't struggle with it, because I know stuffing that sail into the sack was always a struggle. So hopefully this doesn't make it even more of one, but I guess we'll see once we use the sail a little bit, you know, loosen it up so it's not so fresh and crunchy. Travis is crying a little bit.
I just don't want to struggle with it. Like, I hate struggling.
Okay, update. We fixed the sail bag, or Travis did. You worked your magic.
Yeah, I didn't really film any of it because it was just a lot of tedious unstitching, stitching, unstitching, stitching. Really boring. And I just wanted to get it done because I was kind of mad at myself. Now it's done and it looks good and it works perfect, so I'm really happy with it.
You don't have to worry about struggling with it, and there's no sail sticking out of the top of the bag anymore. So he ended up taking the pieces that he initially cut off of our original sail bag and somehow stitched it back to give the extra room that we needed on that sail bag.
A long story short, I just couldn't take the material that I took off and put it back on because it had some rips in some sections, and the reefing eyelets that I had went through there. So I had to like rip each piece down to a certain length and then sew those pieces together, and then hem the edges, sew the zippers on, and then sew it to the bag. So I had like an even 4-inch add to the whole bottom. We had some other material that I was able to make a bigger zipper for the flap that closes the sail bag, because before I had like 2 inches on the other side and it was just too tight. So I extended that, extended the bottom, and now it zips together and it looks great. It's more sleek. It doesn't have so much windage.
I won't have to think about struggling to stuff it in.
So I've done it a bunch now and it's awesome, so I can just put it in.
And as you can see, it looks really good. You can't even tell that it's, what do we call a sail bag now?
Frankensail. Frankenbag. But yeah, no, I'm really happy because we now actually have a bag that zips closed. So it should be able to give our brand new sails a lot more life.
In our previous video, we had mentioned we had a few projects that we wanted to get done prior to taking off. One of the major ones was obviously our sails, because we needed to get those on before we can, you know, go sailing. We got those in, they're up, they're looking good. With the graphic, that was missing. It's not a big deal. We contacted Precision Sails and they got back to us right away. super helpful and said, yep, no worries, we're going to get that graphic off to you. We're going to be leaving the dock, so we'll get it mailed to us at our next location. Summer rates are going to be kicking in for the marina, and we don't want to be paying for that. So we've got our sails up, and that was like our biggest thing. Obviously, we need the sails to sail, but now that they're up, they're all good, no issues with the sail bag. We are super excited to head off the dock and get out there.
Get back to cruising life. Almost forget what it's like.
So we've got to get the boat ready, make her sail ready, because we've kind of gotten comfortable, you know, being relatively still.
Yeah. Thankfully, we don't have too much stuff to do, because things we'd always used to have to tie up were like our garbage can that we now made, the soap dispenser and the sink, and, you know, some of the storage stuff. We have to make sure it's all pushed forward.
So let's get to it. We've been monitoring our weather window and completing final provisions.
We just got back from the grocery store, made it back just in time before the rain started really coming down. And we just wanted to stock up on some snacks, some fresh stuff, because we've been so spoiled with being able to stuff off of the boat every day and get fresh groceries. So we're going to have to get used to hoarding stuff again, stocking up our fridge and our freezer, and yeah, being off the grid a little bit. We just wanted to make sure we had enough fresh stuff for about a week or so. Oh yeah, we discovered these here. They're the little cookies that you would get on the airplane that were so delicious. Yeah, it's probably a bad thing that we learned about them. And their crunchy spread. Travis is addicted. He eats this by the spoonful. I love it, but I try to control myself a little bit better than he does. But we did stock up.
We've also got to wash everything. We can't hand wash and dry our bulkier items, especially in this climate, so we're getting several loads done beforehand.
1000% going to miss the laundry machines.
Welcome to our aft head, or bathroom, which we have to clean out this whole shower area before we take off. Over the winter time while we were here, we didn't need to use our shower on board because the marina had facilities. And it was nice because we were able to convert both of our bathrooms or our heads into hanging closets for our bigger winter stuff that we had to pull out while here. Jackets, hoodies, sweaters, things like that. So it was really nice to have them all hanging easily accessible. And they all came out of somewhere on the boat from vacuum sealed bags, but we've done a lot of shuffling, reorganizing, and all of that since we've been here. So it'll be interesting to see if we can fit them all back in somewhere on the boat. Along with the stuff that we have even like underneath here, we got a bunch of stuff stashed away that was in our forward cabin that we remodeled. We stuffed it all here when we were redoing the shed, so we're gonna have to find some space in there for those. And yeah, just make this available for us to use once we head out, because we're gonna need to take showers.
Then of course, we've got to make sure we're topped up with diesel in the tank. Now we're pretty much ready to bring our winter docked in Northern Ireland to an end.
It's been a great few months here that seemingly have flown by, even though we were like, oh man, it's going to be forever situated in one place longer than we ever have been. But we got some good work done on ourselves. You know, we were able to get a routine, go to the gym every day, all that stuff, and then work on Jibsea. Obviously, if you guys have been following along, you know that we did a whole bunch of work on the inside here as well. The next time you see us, we should be casting off from here and back cruising and anchor life.
Yeah, we're super excited to get cruising again. Like, do I even remember how to? What are all the things I need to think about when we're cruising and all this stuff? So I'm really excited to get back out and doing that.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Give us a comment, give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying our journey, and we will see you in our next video.
Cool. See you guys then.